time for the Gore N More podcast.
Gonna have a good time.
Gonna have a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're going on now.
A ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll be the sweet soul there. I swear we'll never part.
We're going on now.
A ball break, running in the sand, feeling alright.
And what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Gore N More podcast. This is your host with the motherfucking most, TG Bowser, and joining me, as always, your Dark Lord of Knowledge, Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
And the Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D.
What's up, Gorehounds?
And here to protect and serve from the shitty remakes, Detective Bob.
What's going on, everybody?
Holy shit, look at that quality.
There we go.
A little change up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're sorry we're running a little late today, but
It was worth it, yeah.
yes.
Little technical issues.
Especially for you audio-only listeners who are now creaming in your pants because you can hear the full bass of Bobby's voice.
Yes, now you can actually hear me. You know, now you can use my voice to really get yourselves off at night.
This is almost ASMR at this point. The days of Bobby licking.
I've only just begun.
Anyway, we got a banger of an episode for you guys today. But first, you know what time it is. It's time for your slice of life. Big Johnny D, what'd you do?
What's up, buddy? Wow, let's see. What did I do this week? To keep it nice and with the horror, I actually dabbled in a new game with the wifey and some friends. I tried World War Z out, and it's actually not bad, dude.
Yeah.
A little late, obviously, from behind the fucking movie drop, but
A little.
The game
Yeah.
was pretty late, if I remember correctly.
oh yeah,
Very
but,
late.
4 years late.
Exactly.
I will say this. I don't know if you guys read the book back in like 2010 when that came out. I loved it.
I was elected to lead, not read. So
Fair enough. Listen, man, I don't know about you. I hardly ever read a book, dude. I look at a book and I'm just like, nope, just can't do it, dude.
that was
like,
the Simpsons joke.
Oh, it's Simpsons, huh?
Yes.
But no, it's third person Left 4 Dead.
Yes. Is that
But
the game that has the horde dynamics?
Yeah, like the Uber
Okay.
where it's just like a big wave fucking just coming in, which is awesome.
Ooh,
and
coming.
they do the wall pile up, so you obviously like shoot at the bottom of the wall. Like I said, it's a 4-player co-op game, so it's pretty much Left 4 Dead. They have a little bit more shit going on, so it's a little bit more story based, I feel. But it has better shooting dynamics closer to like the Division. So
nice.
you can get like a 3-weapon set, and then there's like 6 or 7 different classes you can choose from that all have like obviously different little archetypes and bullshit like that. But it's a really fun game. And
Sounds like it.
yeah, other than that, what did I do? Oh, I fucking pounded through WandaVision on Friday night.
Right.
How
And
was
I,
it?
Very enjoyable.
Mhm.
The thing is, and the reason I wanted to watch, and you guys probably already know this, is, dude, that new last episode 5 came and the internet was just like at the levee and you could fucking feel it. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like the spoiler was there and she was just building harder and harder.
Yep.
And I could feel it by the hour, dude. Like, I was just like, I'm not even going on fucking Facebook today. So I
I
kind
know
of
the
almost
feeling. Yep.
didn't, dude. Like I saw you and Scuba Steve's, Chad, like posting like no spoilers, but just like excitement about it. And I was just like, dude, I need to hop on this fucking train. But somebody have to poop over there?
Oh no, I was vocalizing your apprehensions of spoilers.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. But I'm not gonna say
like-
anything. It was very enjoyable.
Like you meant, I was trying to avoid all spoilers. Like at lunchtime, I texted my wife and said, "We are watching WandaVision tonight. I don't care. We're not waiting because there's spoilers everywhere, and I'm trying my best to avoid them."
Funny enough, I had friends reach out to me and they were like, "Was it really that good?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "Well, you don't ever watch shows." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't." And they're like, "Right, so you just watched all of it." I'm like, "Because, man, I am like, love it or hate it, I'm 10 fucking years deep invested in Marvel Cinematic bullshit. So at this point, I just need to. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm still there with you. I'm waiting for my 4-hour cut, and we will be getting that
Just
soon
around the
enough.
corner. It's just
I know.
barely 1 month away.
Fucking wait. Dude, I was going through all the Batman shit.
You can't be disappointed by the Marvel films if you don't look forward to them in the first place.
He's got a point there.
Listen, man, there's only been a very select few that I've been disappointed by. And that's literally like where I went out. Like, I just had that feeling where I just was like, I feel like I just ate Chinese food. Like, I know I'm kind of full, but I don't feel full. You know what I mean?
Which ones were those that give you that feeling then?
Dude, I'm gonna make some people mad, but Black Panther, the first time I saw that, made me feel like that. Captain Marvel.
Watch Black Panther a second time.
I did.
Liked
it was much better the second time.
I felt that. Yep.
But like I said, the first time I still was just like, Captain Marvel, same.
Fucking
Endgame, same. And unfortunately, which I glad I gave it a second round. I felt like that with Ant-Man the first time, but then the second time around, I did enjoy that one much better. So
I loved Ant-Man the first time, but like you, some of them left me wanting, and surprisingly, it was probably both of the Spider-Man films. They just missed the mark. They just missed the mark a little bit.
I was all fangirl about that. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's not him. It's not him. It's his supporting cast I didn't like.
Oh, fair. But anyways, all about fuck that shit. I did watch a little bit of Batman this weekend too. Apparently, I got in trouble because I watched Batman versus TMNT and it scared my daughter.
Really?
How did that scare your daughter?
Well, she's 6, but it was the part where Leo was fighting Scarecrow and he was hallucinating that all the brothers died. And obviously, as TJ knows, like these animated ones are a little bit darker than your typical Saturday morning cartoons. So I could see that, but
I watched Apocalypse War and it put me in a depressive cycle for 2 weeks.
I need to watch that still, dude. I need to watch that stuff.
I haven't watched a Justice League animated film since the Flashpoint Paradox.
So you didn't watch any of the
Dark
War and everything like that?
I didn't see War.
God, dude, those were.
Aside from that, the newest ones I've watched are both the Death and Return of Superman ones.
Okay. So none of the Son of Batman ones, like any of that series? Oh, that's a great series, dude.
I don't know about that because I'm not a big fan of Damian Wayne to begin with.
That's fair. I love Deathstroke, so the fact that Deathstroke's in it a bunch makes me...
Quarter J's in a taco house screaming somewhere. Fuck you, Chetty!
You just hear, what's that in the background? But other than that, man, I watched this awesome movie, which isn't my first time, but it was very enjoyable. And I can't wait to talk to you guys. So, Bobby, how have you been, buddy?
I had a very chill weekend myself. Yesterday, I was barely watching the Super Bowl. I don't even remember it because there's a little thing called alcohol in this world. Whoever invented it should get a handshake.
He had a drinky poo.
I had a drink, had a few drinks, and that was that. Although I wake up and there's money all over me. First thought was, what did I do to deserve this? And I won all the pools. So I won money for absolutely no reason.
He won
Steve,
the
if
pools.
you're home, if you're home, hop on and join us for this review.
Ooh.
Yes, get in here, Steve.
So here's the first thing. Yes, Brody, I didn't watch. Bobby, I know Bobby's lying because listen, he just be stripping in the evenings. He just don't want to admit it.
Why do you think I have so many Jason masks?
Listen, man, he's got to pay for college somehow, dude. You know what I mean? And you just got to support these people.
He's out showing the gabagool, you know?
Yeah.
Late at night.
Yeah, now everybody walks by me and goes, hey, where's the freaking gabagool? Other than that, it was a very chill week so far.
I'm just imagining some giggles walking by.
The giggles.
I'm just imagining some chick walking by, dude, just like and doing the.
I fucking envision Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci?
Joe Pesci walking past Bobby. Hey, where's the fucking gabagool?
I'll be like, get out of here, you little football.
He already looks like 5-foot midget next to Bobby.
Yeah, please. I got the gabagool for you, just so you're listening now. I think I broke TJ.
I think so.
Anyway, it was a very chill week. I didn't do too much horror-related things this weekend, but be working more on my cosplay stuff this week and a few other things as well with the horror and such. So that's all right now in motion. So hopefully this week will be a lot more productive on that front. Mr. Chad, what have you been up to?
Not much, just work as usual. Had a nice weekend. It was nice and quiet. The wife went and did some shopping with her friends on Saturday, so I sat there and played Far Cry 5 and actually watched The Return of Godzilla on Blu-ray.
Yeah!
That's a really good one.
That's
It's been a long time since I've seen that.
now wait. The Return of Godzilla. That's 85, right?
Yeah, but it's
I know
not
it's different.
85.
I know
It's not the Raymond Burr version. It's the Japanese international international dubbed version.
Just making sure. That's our heads was like.
Yeah.
I know we change it up. Oh,
Scuba Steve!
we got 5 of us today.
Yeah.
I love how it just pops in out of nowhere.
That's awesome. I feel like that's how he would be at a real party, anyways, dude. You know what I mean?
That's exactly
Notes
how
are
I am.
sent.
Like,
Yeah.
be like a solid hour in, you just be like, "Where's Scoob?" And all of a sudden, he's just like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" You're like, "What the fuck?"
But yeah, that's not much else going on here. Just trying to get through the work week.
Oh, I hear myself.
Hold on. That's
Steve!
me. That's me. I fucked up.
I was gonna say.
I was
what the
wondering
fuck?
why the hell I couldn't hear y'all.
I was like, "Did I just fuck something up over here?" No.
No, that
I was like,
me.
didn't touch anything on my end. What's going on?
Oh fuck.
I was trying to get my
Anyway.
notes.
Yeah, slice of life.
Yeah, slice of life. I guess that kind of wraps me up a little bit quick because I want to make sure we get Scuba Steve in here, get his slice of life, that way we can keep things moving, and then we'll circle back around to the boss man. So, Scuba Steve, what about you, buddy?
So my time was pretty good. I was on Comics and Kaijus this weekend. It was great. The boys and I talked about Gamera and Hellboy, the volume 1, which was pretty dope. Like I had never been on their podcast before, so it was pretty cool. I didn't do anything this weekend. I pretty much vegged out. I didn't have to work. I had to do nothing. So I went over footage from one of our investigations that we went on, and that was pretty much it, man. And that literally, that's all I did all weekend.
That's not a bad weekend, though. Sometimes
No,
you need
not at
that.
all. I didn't watch the Super Bowl just because it didn't interest me at all. So what I did do last night is I went to the movies. They were showing Lord of the Rings. So I decided, hey, I'm going to go spend 3 hours at the theater and eat popcorn and have
Watch
a
people
diet.
walk.
Yeah, and watch people walk, for 3 fucking hours. And that's what I did. And it was great.
By the way, Scuba Steve, John was just discussing with us that he's all caught up on WandaVision, and it looks like our little prediction is starting to come true. It's starting to bear fruit.
Yes. So I have a theory on what the hell's going on WandaVision, and I'm really pissed that it
do we
hasn't
wanna say
taken off.
Are you saying it? Should we say spoilers just in case? Are you going that route?
Yeah, well, okay, no, I'm not gonna say it. I'll tell you guys after the show, just because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But I think it's a damn good, solid theory. And I see all these theories on TikTok, and people just have pick up on this, and they have like thousands and thousands of shares. And I'm like, dude, my theory is one that nobody has said, and it's fucking great. And I have like 200 shares, and it pisses me off because it's a good damn theory. But we'll talk about that.
I'd be happy with 200 shares. I'd be happy with 200 views, even.
All right.
I'd be happy with 50.
Yeah, well,
Brody.
Speaking of views, I'm going to take things from here and just say shout out to the Big Bad Beetle Bros. Since switching to the Project Louder website last night, they charted for the first time since they started podcasting. They were number 46 in Canada yesterday.
Nice.
Yes.
Very impressive.
awesome.
Very nice. Very nice.
But yesterday, we did not do a rabbit hole. And the day before, we did not do a rabbit hole. So you guys are going to have to wait till next week for episode 70. Our guests did not work out. So until next time, you'll catch Mick and I on the airwaves. We are working on a couple new shows behind the scenes. I announced it to the boys this week and kind of working on pre-pro on that. We are less than 2 weeks away from the debut episode of Lights, Camera, Exploitation, and expect the TJ Bowser Power Hour Season 2 trailer to drop very, very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Cameo.
That was a ghost.
Puppy.
That was a ghost.
It was
Well-
somewhat supernatural in here.
Oh, shameless plug. So without further ado, let's start off this week's review. And that is with 2009's My Bloody Valentine, which is a continuation from last year's Valentine's episode. And that is directed by Patrick Lussier, written by Todd Farmer of Jason X fame and Zane Smith, produced by Jack Murray. I'm churching it up, son. Jensen Ackles as Tom Hanniger, Chris Carnell as the Miner, Jamie King as Sarah Mercer Palmer. Oh, she's a hyphen girl.
She is.
Kerr Smith as Sheriff Axel Palmer. Betsy Rue as Irene. Megan Boone as Megan. Eddie Gathige? Yep, whatever you want to say. Deputy Martin. Tom Atkins as Sheriff Jim Burke. Kevin Tigg as Ben Foley. Karen Baum as Deputy Ferris. Joy de la Paz as Rosa. Mark McCauley as Mark Riggs. Music by Michael Wandmaker. Okay. Harry Potter fame.
Wandmacher.
Yeah, that's it.
Cinematography by Brian Harrison. edited by Patrick Lessier and Cynthia Ludwig. Distributed by Lionsgate. Released January 16th, 2009. Runtime of 101 midgets or PC, little people.
Which
budget,
we got one of them in this film, by the way.
Yes.
We did.
Budget 14 million, grossed 100.7 million. And now
Not bad.
it's time for us to kill the monetization on YouTube.
Let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
Exactly what did you see?
Something was following us.
This is the most horrific event this town has ever seen. Authorities are calling this the Valentine's Day Massacre.
In the town of Harmony, something unexplainable
Hello?
is happening.
Come here, you better check this out.
What is that?
This January, prepare to witness
What do you want?
the most frightening 3D motion picture event to tear through the screen. My Bloody Valentine 3D. Nothing says date movie like a 3D ride to hell.
Very nice.
I remember seeing this in theaters, and it was
Same.
it was fun.
This had a great marketing campaign.
I only wish I could have seen this in 3D at the theater, but I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100%, but I think this is the second movie that me and Steph ever went to.
Really?
The second film shot in Katanning. To our knowledge.
Yes. That's another reason this movie's near and dear to me. First, it was, like I said, it was the second movie that my then girlfriend and actual future wife would go to, and it was filmed just 20 minutes down the road from us.
That's awesome.
That's just always fucking cool.
Yeah,
The town that it was filmed in is smack dab in between, like right in the middle from where I am from TJ.
Oh wow.
Oh shit!
It's like
Okay.
right at the midpoint.
And funny enough, it's actually a mining town.
No shit.
I'm not surprised because that mine looks legit. It's not like that's something you make.
It's
in a
actually
town
not
either.
filmed in that town. Chad, do you want to?
Well, we'll get to that when we get there. But yeah, it's filmed in a town called Katanning. And I don't know if anybody noticed, but you can actually see when after the attack at the market, when they are closing up the doors on the ambulance still says Katanning. I don't know why they never covered that up. Everything else says Harmony. It says it takes place in Harmony County, which doesn't exist. It actually is filmed. It takes place in Armstrong County, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yes.
But it was filmed in the same town as the Mothman prophecies. Which was
Mothman.
They picked Katanning to film the Mothman prophecies specifically because of the bridge.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Who reads this week?
Why don't we have Scuba Steve?
Scoop.
Have the notes.
Okay, sure. So, in the mining town of Harmony, a drilling accident is caused by the son of the owner, Tom Hanniger. The mine collapses, burying 6 miners alive. The rescue team finds only Harry Warden alive, but in a coma, and the other miners murdered by his pickaxe. And they conclude that Harry killed them to save oxygen for himself. On Valentine's Day, Harry awakens from his coma in the local hospital, and he kills 22 people, including a group of teenagers that are partying in the mine. Harry is killed by the deputy, but the only survivors are Tom Hanniger, his girlfriend Sarah, their friend Axel Palmer, and his girlfriend Irene. 10 years later, Tom returns to Harmony after the death of his father. Tom has decided to sell the Hanniger mine and find that Sarah has married Alex, who is now the local sheriff, and they have a son named Noah. On Valentine's Day, Harry Warden also returns, seeking revenge against those that had escaped his pickaxe in the past. And Tom is accused by Axel and other locals, who in turn make accusations against Axel.
Bum, bum, bum.
Okay, so let's dive right into discussion. This film, in many ways, differs from the original, but not in bad ways. I think that it stands on its own. And I think that if you took all the night scenes featuring Harry Warden and Mr. Eccles here and put them in with the night scenes from Friday the 13th remake, you could make a supernatural episode.
Yeah, exactly.
You really could.
Which was filmed concurrent with this, by the way.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
To prove my point, and it's part of the late 2000s, The Darkening.
It was.
Which I mentioned previously.
Funny thing you mentioned about a supernatural episode, because before they did the remake, they actually wanted to do a supernatural episode with Jason Voorhees in it. But they couldn't secure the rights.
That would have been cool.
Makes sense.
Oh, I wonder why. Mr. Cunningham, could you explain why? I mean, Cunningham.
Who knows? He's got another lawsuit.
Weren't they the ones that were supposed to do the Friday 13th, like the new Friday 13th series too with CW?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that would have been that you could have the crossover episode right there.
Can't
And
now,
that would have been awesome to have a crossover episode. Oh my god! Thanks a lot, Cunningham. Thanks a lot.
Right? No, say it right. It's Cuntingham.
Sorry, Cuntingham.
Fuck.
Hey, speaking of that, did you guys see Brody's new sign without having to say it out loud?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we went over our allotment of using that word, by the way, but we didn't actually use it the last couple weeks, so it kind of just rolled over like
fair
unused
enough.
minutes.
Okay, good.
Unused minutes.
We have rollover.
Rollover minutes.
Perfect.
Oh, fucking A.
And it's $1 for every minute we go over.
So, speaking of blokes and people from down under, let's hear from our very own doppelganger, Kangabanga.
Put them on.
G'day, my mateys. It is your DKB back here for another episode of Gore N More. And this week,
Hey, can we get 3 more people so it looks like the Brady Bunch?
Very underappreciated remake called My Bloody Valentine 3D. Now, what I really appreciate this film that it pays homage to the original in so many ways that a lot of horror films and remakes today get that wrong. I definitely think this film served its purpose in that category, and it definitely pulls it off. In saying that, like, it is cheesy. I love cheesiness. Cinematography is nothing to brag about. Most 3D scenes are okay, but even if we didn't have the 3D in here, it's still a fun film for me to enjoy. Without that, the story does have some hit and misses. I'm not going to pick that though. It is what it is. The gore factor in this is incredible. It definitely stuck to its roots, and you're trying to outdo the original. I think it served its purpose in that category. There are a couple of editing choices that I did appreciate. Well, it was one really, and that was in the third act, and it was our reveal of the serial killer in the underground mine when he's busting lights.
Yes.
And when you watch it, you'll know what I mean.
I was going to bring that up.
Yeah, this is where I had a problem with the film. There's definitely one scene with Eccles in a cage in the underground mine, and it displays an obvious action of where I predicted the twist instantly. And it really ruined the film for me. Because I had to just sort of sit there and try and appreciate the film, and then I already knew the twist. So, and if you know me as well as the boys do, I do love my twist. I do love a good twist, and so it's a bit of a boner kill, but it is what it is. And look, at the end of the day, I'm obviously like a bigger fan of the original film, but I still feel that this film served its purpose as a great remake, and it's definitely a fun film with some pretty tasty death scenes, and even both ending kind of the same. The original film's ending will always remain supreme for me. I just think it was fucking fantastic. in saying that, I'm going to give it a Gore N More score of a 3.2. And until next week, this is your DKB signing out. Hope you're having a great day or night wherever you are from, and I shall catch you then. Cheers.
Sweet. Thanks, buddy.
I missed the hyper caffeined up Brody from last week.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Well, that,
like
you said that was also like take two, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. You got it in the first one this time. Very nice. Very nice. So, gentlemen, how do we feel?
I do agree with Brody on a few things. The one thing on this movie I actually didn't particularly like, I felt there wasn't really enough play on the Valentine theme.
Yeah, I kind of thought that
that's
too.
what made the first one stand out to me. Like, this town really goes ham for Valentine's Day.
Sure that.
Like there was no dance, there was no, oh, we're not doing this. It was here, it happened on this day. That's pretty much what you got.
Wasn't the town called
That's the only
Valentine's
thing
Bluffs?
that I will say.
That's true.
The town was called in the original?
Yeah,
Was it called Valentine's Bluff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, like, that's the only thing I would say. It's My Bloody Valentine. Have a little more to Valentine. I'm good.
Come to Oregon,
I'm
dude.
sure you can find it too.
A little Forrest Gump.
That's right.
I better get a little high.
But no, man, this is a fun movie.
Definitely gory than some of the other films we've done recently.
Yes. I wish I saw it. I have seen it in 3D, not in theaters. When it first came out on release, I rented it and got the 3D glasses.
I have the that version on DVD and with.
Did you watch it in 3D this time?
Not this time. Like I said, I cannot watch a 3D movie. It doesn't work. I can't see it in 3D.
Oh, really?
No depth perception.
It just doesn't work.
Wow.
I just see it as two separate images. I can't.
Fun fact, it's actually Chad fact. The reason why he never got into Major League Baseball, he made it all the way up to the college level, and then his depth perception went, and he was a pitcher, and it kind of fucks things up when you lose your depth perception.
Yeah, I kind of got beamed right in the head, so
Yep.
ended my career.
Yep.
Damn.
He could have been the next big thing, but
And keep in mind, this was after I was the bouncer at the gay bar, so
yes,
I've been around the block.
Oh wow, man.
Now, which block
Eddie on
have
the
you been
block.
around the most then?
That's
The gay block.
that's for later Chad facts.
Yeah. Yes. Oh man. No, but it's a fun movie.
Yeah,
It's nothing that you're gonna like, not probably be on your top 5 or 10 by any means, but it's
Well,
enough.
I think out of the remakes, it was a good one.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the better.
Okay.
And the 3D was great because the
Yes.
first time I saw this was probably the first 3D movie
This-
that I saw when they started doing 3D movies again.
The
When-
new-
you know what I
This
mean?
in
Same.
this and Adam's Texas Chainsaw film utilized the 3D properly.
Dude, I did see that in 3D in theaters, and that was
That was
fucking
fun.
loved it. Yeah.
I've seen a few in theaters in 3D. I would say probably my least favorite 3D movie was The Force Awakens. Actually,
I think my least favorite that I saw was probably Jackass 3.
it just
I should have known what I was going to see, but whatever.
It's just stupid because when you see it in 3D, half the time the picture is so much more dark than it needs to be.
Underworld
Yeah, that's true.
Blood Wars. Does that sound right?
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. I forgot I even saw
I saw
forgot
that
I
3D
saw
and,
that
it made,
movie,
and it
dude.
made me sick after the 3D because I have like migraine issues and it triggered a migraine.
A
So I vomited for like 6 hours after that.
A really good one that was really good 3D was Tron Legacy.
Oh yeah,
there we go.
Tron. Was
Yeah, I heard that. I didn't see it, but I heard that was really good.
It was.
What is this? I can move people? What?
put yourself in the middle. You have to be in the middle.
Yes.
There you go.
Pivot man.
I'm
don't like this.
skiing! Yeah!
Oh, wait, I gotta turn this way. Hold on.
Wait,
No, I gotta go the other way. See, there you go.
oh, Jesus.
I need to have like my camera zoomed in further.
God
Let
damn
me
it.
change the field of view here.
Oh,
Just- Sorry to the audio listeners not getting the visual gag of me jerking off my pillows.
While the other two of us have to sit here and watch and
while the other two watch, you pervs.
You guys
got to watch and cheer them on. I mean, come on.
Continuing
If you get shit on, it's got to be like this. Get that
You guys
woman
are just
shit.
on deck for next, so.
Oh, there we go.
Steve and I bust, and it's like a reload.
All right, here we go.
When you reload, you have to say it like Arnold. Reload.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
Jerking each other off.
Apparently we're
apparently.
talking about a movie. I don't know.
All right.
Hold on,
Forward.
let me get the tears out of my eyes.
So yeah. This is a really fun movie. Like I said, it was a very, very early film that I saw with my future wife then, and we both really enjoyed it. And I know she, of course, enjoys Jensen Ackles. But the funny thing is, and we saw it with a couple of her friends at the time. We met up with them before, and we're sitting there watching the movie, and her friend Sarah, when it came time with the blonde girl Irene with her scene, she just yells, "Kyle, look, a lot lizard!" Screams at the whole theater hears, and the whole theater just busts out laughing.
That's freaking great.
Anybody notice in that trailer that scene where she's running, she's wearing a bikini?
Uh-huh.
I
you gotta have it for the
so
trailer.
funny that they have that for the trailer.
Well, they have to, we film film scenes like that for the eventual TV version. Hold on, I stroked out.
Yeah.
Stop getting stroked, all right?
Sorry, I couldn't stop thinking about going skiing.
For the audio version, I need to put Billy Squires' song "Stroke Me" in here.
Oh my god, dude. Scoop's like, what the fuck did I walk into?
Yeah, well, Scoop's like, man, I picked the wrong Monday to come on.
Are you kidding me? I missed this shit. I missed this shit so much. What are you talking about?
Fucking
wow.
Anyway,
So, what I was going to ask you, were you and the ladies Supernatural fans prior to seeing this?
I was, and I got her into it right around the same time, like, or maybe even shortly after. I've been watching it since the very day it very first aired.
Okay. So I was kind of a late bloomer onto it. So I think I saw the movies before I started watching the series. And yes, Scoop?
I've never seen Supernatural.
That's fine.
Bye.
I
I
tried
kind of
it.
tanked out around like season 7, I think. So I'm still super far behind.
Oh, and by the way, after we saw this movie, I can't remember if it was the day after or the weekend after, I took Steph on a little tour of all the filming locations. So I took her to Katanning. We drove across the bridge, went to Sprankles Market.
That's a fucking date, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
Jealous.
nice date right there.
I'm honestly jealous.
I got to use that for future references.
Right? Fuck, dude. That's great. TJ, how'd you feel about this movie, buddy?
I think it's fucking great. I think it's fun. It's really, 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 really fun.
Yes.
And I think that my score will reflect how fun it is. I think that, the CGI is probably the thing that it has going against it. And like I said, it kind of dates the film no matter what you do. When practical effects, it kind of gives it the timeless effect. This dates it. Heather mentioned earlier in the chat.
I hear that stuff.
Free kid dates. Yep.
Yeah, but one of those dates made those kids.
There you go. Oh, Chad's going to be fact checking himself here. We got to keep going. Heather mentioned the split body piece
Yes.
that we see in the hospital there. That's actually one of the parts I wanted to point out with the weak CGI. I think that some of the background stuff in the hospital isn't done as well as other parts in the film. And I think that the places where they utilize practical effects wasn't the best choices when they could have used CGI.
And vice versa.
Yes, and vice versa.
Right.
I think that they could, where in this situation, they could have done this and they did the opposite. And then, it was, some things were questionable.
Like the shovel decap through the jaw could have been done in
A lot
way better with practical effect
Practical,
versus CGI.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
still awesome kill.
Yeah.
But it had too
Right.
much shiny to it.
Well, you know what it is? It's because we've seen it done practically. So it's like, don't give us it in CGI.
I mean, they did it perfect in 1981.
Fair.
And I said another good thing that's like not good thing. Well, bad thing. This film doesn't have a shower kill
No, it does not.
or a variation of it.
That's almost a rarity for us right now.
Mm-hmm.
We see a lot of shower titties.
Those are my
That's
favorite.
Yeah, but we got a lot. We didn't have to worry about shower.
I didn't say
titties
we
in this
got. We
film.
didn't get a lot of titty. We just got an extended sequence of a
Titty.
lot of the same titty.
We got
Right.
Well, we got an extended scene, of
And
more
we
than
have
just-
probably
Todd Farmer.
the most trim bush in Gore and More history to date.
Yeah, we do.
And this might also be a first, at least for one of our movies.
Fully nude.
The fully, not just fully nude, not just that, but it was all the actress's idea. It was all her suggestion.
Oh,
Really?
Yes, it
I was
going
going to say The Burning.
I didn't get to watch that
Probably
with
be
you
the
fellas.
last film we saw.
Oh yeah.
That would probably be the last film when we saw full nudity in.
Was it really? Are you sure?
No.
What other film have we seen full nudity in? Other than Bordello of Blood. Other than Bordello of Blood.
Okay,
I want to say either Pieces or The Prowler. I'm pretty sure Pieces did.
Prowler had a shower scene.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it did.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, back to the shower scene thing.
That's a good call, dude. I didn't.
It's not something you think about all the time. Well,
That's because
I'm
there's
going to, though.
most actresses don't want to show full frontal.
no, let alone their
The
whole
chick was like,
bush.
I've been working out. I'm fucking all about this. Let's do this.
Well, you know what? Let's get naked.
That's right.
Okay.
Hey, man. Gotta get gigs somehow, right?
Yep.
Well, Todd Farmer was going to give her the gig whether she liked it or not.
Yeah, that's true.
Rest in peace, buddy.
There's
Or now.
there's a lot of people that say the only reason he wrote that scene in there like that was just so he could have on-screen time with her naked.
I mean,
Wouldn't you?
I could.
Have you watched Jason X?
I could kind of see that,
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
right?
Oh, don't lie. It's a guilty pleasure of all of ours.
I love that one, man. Like
Also
I saw that in theaters and wasn't a big fan, and then I eventually rented it again after it came out. I'm like, okay, now I get it. This is awesome.
Yeah, it was.
That's the first DVD I ever downloaded and fucking burned off the
Nice.
internet.
Yeah.
The first time I
You
saw that
pirate.
was when it came out on demand.
I did not do that, FBI.
Do you guys remember the marketing campaign for this as well as I do?
I do. Yeah.
Some of it, yeah.
They spent a good chunk of change on marketing, if I remember correctly.
Well, it really paid off, for what, a $14 million budget and it banked over 100.
And that's big for a horror movie when you really think about it.
I'm trying to think of the ad campaign, like besides obviously the overuse of 3D. Like I'm assuming like some restaurant or something probably jumped on it too, right? Made like a Valentine burger or some bullshit.
I'm gonna look that up.
I bet that's
so.
I bet that's a Burger King thing. If I was going to
My
bet
Bloody
anybody,
Valentine burger. At your
I'm
local Burger
I'm
King.
thinking Burger King would do that shit, dude. I don't see McDonald's. They'd be.
I didn't-
like,
My Bloody Burger.
Yo, come on. That would be
I'd buy it,
with heart-shaped cheese.
right?
and a
Yeah.
heart-shaped
Heart-shaped
fucking patty.
Extra ketchup.
There you go, dude.
That's the bloodiness of it is the ketchup.
Ketchup. Stuff it with ketchup. Ooh, that's
Ooh.
Oh, now wait a minute. I don't know
that.
about that. No.
What are
I'd
we
rather
stuffing?
think,
A hamburger with ketchup.
Can we
My
just go
Bloody
with, like,
Burger.
chili or something instead, like a little bit red and thick,
Chunky.
goopiness? Yeah, little intense. How
I
wanna
can't,
fucking
I
make a-
can't see any images that ties it to any cool marketing campaigns that have it tied to a fast food chain, sadly.
Yeah, I don't remember that, but I definitely remember they promoted the hell out of it on TV.
I mean, I can't personally think of any rated R movies that usually are, but
No.
that would be an interesting find if there ever was.
That would just be cool.
I mean, like, dude, like I remember like Taco Bell did Godzilla back in the day and shit like
Yes,
that.
they
You know what I
did.
mean?
Oh my
It's like,
God.
Yeah.
I remember that.
yeah, but to do a horror movie, dude, that'd be fucking awesome. They'd probably be so afraid to do it though.
Well, I mean, Robert Englund said when they did Nightmare 4, apparently somebody was selling Valium with Nightmare on Elm Street written on it. It was totally unlicensed. Totally unlicensed.
No shit.
Yeah, that's some problems right there all over that.
I'm gonna try to find that shit on eBay.
I know you will. Listen, Scooby, if you find it, buy 2. I'll pay
They'll
you.
probably
got
be
you. I got you.
Quaaludes. Don't take them. They're probably fucking Quaaludes.
Anyway, all right.
So you know what?
Onward.
I'm interested to see what's behind that curtain.
That sounds like a stellar idea. So starting off, a flyer on the wall indicates that Valentine's Day is Saturday, September 14th. That means the previous day was Friday the 13th.
And Sam was out in the woods.
Yeah. This is actually the first R-rated film projected in Real D technology.
Ooh, Real D. See, you know, this was like, I like the new 3D where it's not just like
my wall.
Like they still did a couple like old school gimmicky 3D shit to where it's like pop out at you and crap. But I liked how it had that new like depth feel to it. You know what I mean? Like I remember watching it for the first time. It did kind of make me sick a little bit because I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? I had to take it off. Wow, look at all.
There we go.
Hold on, I'm working out this jerk off thing before the episode's over.
Anyways,
speaking of 3D, there is an app on the Roku called something like Drive-In Classics.
Okay.
And it has a section where it is just 3D movies.
So if you get some old school 3D glasses,
and they have like The Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dementia 13, they have all sorts of classics.
Dude, so randomly enough, and I do have them buried somewhere in my game pile of like shit I don't touch anymore. But back in like Black Ops, wow,
Jesus Christ,
that's impressive.
Brought to you by Coke Zero. Please sponsor us.
Yeah.
So in the whole height of like the 3D thing, when everybody was getting the 3D TVs and shit like that, you remember like games were starting to be like 3D and all that shit too. Okay, so Black Ops 2 had two options. They had like the new 3D, but then they put on the old school like stereoscopic fucking 3D. So I ordered these like legit fucking framed ones, dude. I'd have to fucking find them.
I have some of those somewhere too.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen them.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah, you can get them on eBay for like $2 a pop.
Yeah, they're cheap as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
But they're awesome. Like
But they work, yeah.
So I used to have this badass TV. It was a 3D TV. And, you know, 3D TVs were, you know, they're pretty good, whatever. But the glasses that I was able to use with my TV were the glasses you would get from the movie theater. So they didn't require batteries. Oh, so I could come in, and, you know, like, let's say I had, you know, a movie on my, you know, thumb drive or something that was in 3D. I could just pop it in and then put it in 3D mode and put my glasses on from the movie theater and watch it in 3D in my room.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a LG, I think it was an LG, something like that. But yeah,
dude, the most gimmicky one I ever saw was the one where it was the glasses freestyle, which is great, but you literally had to stand at one specific fucking point to see in 3D, or else it looked like shit anywhere fucking else. And you're like, no, it's crap. Anyway,
what else? The film was made into a haunted house attraction at Universal's Halloween Horror Nights. Like I said, it's the same town featured in the Mothman Prophecies. There's also an episode titled My Bloody.
Come
on. Oh, hello there.
I feel like we're doing like an intro to a show here. Like,
Hey, I like
it. It's the Brady Bunch.
There we go. Keep going, Chad. I like this.
Jensen Ackles. Oh, sorry. There was also an episode called My Bloody Valentine on the TV series Supernatural. Jensen Ackles and his Supernatural co-star Jared Padalecki both starred in remakes of 80s horror films in 2009. Ackles in this film, and Padalecki starred in the remake of Friday the 13th.
Came out a month later.
Yep. Which, of course, we all knew that. Film shot in Pennsylvania because it allowed the production crew to take advantage of the state's incentives, the tax incentives for filmmaking, which I'm pretty sure no longer exists thanks to Tom Wolfe.
Chad never gives up a chance to throw shade on Mr. Wolf. I'll tell you what.
Worst governor we've ever had. Continuing, the screenwriter, Mr. Todd Farmer, also appears in the film playing the role of Frank the Trucker. In the bar scene, Sheriff Burke, who's played by the great Tom Atkins. By the way, this is the first of, I think, 3 Tom Atkins films we have this year.
Nice.
Yes, it is. Yes.
And you guys know what the other two are, right?
Halloween 3 and that's my fucking pick. It's Night of the Creeps.
Night of the Creeps.
You're gonna love Night of the Creeps, dude.
I know.
I love that movie.
I've only been waiting 30 fucking years to see.
Been a while.
God damn it! Don't do that. I don't need those earworms. Fuck that.
Okay, continue. So in the bar scene, Sheriff Burke, played by Tom Atkins, yells, "Everybody stand down, God damn it!" Atkins would go on to play a similar character in Patrick Lucier's next film, Drive Angry, where he would say the exact same line in the exact same way.
Nice.
Good old Tom Atkins. He never gets old being seen on screen.
He is also a local person, if I'm not mistaken. There, Mr. TJ.
I believe so.
Is he really?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yep. I think he relocated to the Pittsburgh area not too long ago. In an interview shortly after the movie was released, Betsy Rue, who plays Irene, the girl who had sex with the truck driver in the motel, said it was her idea to end up running through the parking lot naked, and it was also her first nude scene.
Talk about going out in style, then.
And a very
I would say
lovely,
it's also her last, because I don't
very
remember
lovely
her
nude
being
scene
anything
at
else.
that.
Yeah. Jensen Ackles and Kerr Smith previously worked together on Dawson's Creek. Now, this is the second Kerr Smith film we've had this year, too.
Did it?
Yeah, he was in Final Destination. He was a dick in that, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, he was.
Oh.
Axel's
I
a
didn't realize
fucking
it was
asshole.
him. Holy shit.
Yep, same guy.
He plays a lot of fucking assholes.
It was the
He does.
crust crash, dude. It covers up well.
If I remember correctly, he was kind of an asshole in Dawson's Creek, too. I mean, I wasn't like that big into it. Yeah.
Can't say I ever watched the Dawson, dude. So
Yeah, he
did hear
Tom
that,
Atkins was born in Pittsburgh.
the more you know.
He's 85.
He was,
shit.
He
He's
was cool.
85.
He was cool to meet.
Yeah. Listen, man.
yes.
Sometimes you're just typecast as the douche. Hey, that's just what you are.
Where was I? Yes. In 2009, this I put in here just for Brody. In 2009, the Australian Classification Board released its report, which shows the most complained about titles of the year. My Bloody Valentine was in the top 5 with 12 complaints. Most of the complaints were about the film's gory violence. Although the film carried the highest rating available to a non-pornographic film in Australia, many people who wrote in wanted the film completely banned.
Wow.
Jeez.
That seems so weird to me, dude, because like
That's
Australia in
wow.
itself just tries to kill you, and it's always just a violent play. You know?
Well, yeah,
Like,
literally
that's just
anything there.
nothing
You,
to- that's
you could,
just
like walk
nothing
off the
to
plane,
them.
get bit, and you're dead.
Right. That's just like facing animals on the way to the fucking mailbox for them, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
You got 10-foot spiders over there, and it's like, I'm just getting my mail. Seriously?
Fuck, dude.
Oh, that
That's
reminds
crazy.
me. I saw a meme the other day. It was about it said unicorns. It said if unicorns were a real thing, they would probably live in Australia, and their horns would be full of venom.
Yeah.
I'd want to
That would be
capture one
awesome.
for that reason.
That would be sweet, dude.
Okay, Jamie King would later star in another remake of an 80s slasher movie, 2012's Silent Night, a remake of 84's Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah.
Hey, which was a great,
awesome,
film.
fun movie.
Yeah, it was.
Ooh. Whoa, Chatty, we lost you there for a second.
We got Stroke Daddy over
Yeah,
there.
we
Oh,
did.
geez.
Stroke Daddy.
Stroking it
He's back,
hard.
I think he's back. Oh,
Uh-oh.
did we lose Chad? That's all right.
No.
So, anyways, do we have a?
There he
he's
is.
back.
Sorry, guys, my internet crapped out there for a second.
Oh, you're
All
good
good.
now.
Okay, what was the last thing you heard about the Silent Night?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. The diner used in the film is in the North Hills of Pittsburgh on Babcock Boulevard and is called Valiant Diner. It still operates as an old school breakfast and lunch diner to this day. The first 2 characters killed on screen are named Jason and Michael, an homage to characters from Friday the 13th and Halloween, where the killer's non-speaking. A direct reference to the films is how they die, trademark features of the characters, which isn't entirely true. Michael died.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why that even says that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
filming
noticed that right
began-
away. Yeah.
Yeah, filming began on May 11th, 2008 in Armstrong County along the Route 28 corridor in locations including Sprankles Market in Katanning, the Ford City Police Station, and the exterior of the Logansport Mine in Bethel. Katanning served as the main street in the film's fictional town of Harmony. The production spent 13 days filming scenes in the Tor Ed mines in the Pittsburgh suburb of Tarentum, a mine that has been out of production since the 60s and now operates as a museum. The inside of Valiant's Diner in Ross Township was used as a location for one scene, and a house on Holton Road in Oakmont, a suburb of Pittsburgh, was also.
Okay, Stroke Daddy strikes again.
Ah,
So,
Woo! Oh, there he is.
there he is. His connection just keeps dropping out. Yep.
now we
It's
can't
on
hear him.
Netflix.
Get this thing hardwired.
Oh, there you are, buddy. Now we got you audio.
Okay, you guys can hear me now? Because it says network connection 0 out of 10, so I'm surprised you're getting anything.
Ooh. Ooh, dude, these setups are sweet.
I like them.
Right?
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah.
Yes, we got you.
Where was I? The film was shot entirely digitally in 4K resolution.
Ah.
So they were a little bit ahead of their time there. In Supernatural Season 1, Episode 4, The Phantom Traveler, the Winchester brothers traveled to Kittanning, Pennsylvania to investigate demonic possession surrounding a plane crash.
Oh shit.
Nice.
I like all the tie-ins. Like, that's always so cool to see.
And finally, because Friday the 13th was filming the same time as this, a friendly rivalry emerged between Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki. Jared would say in interviews his film would be better because it had... And Jensen would make it a point to intentionally call Jared right after he went to bed after a long night of shooting.
That's called friendship right there.
Those two really act like brothers when they're against each other.
That's awesome.
I'm not surprised at all.
No. Especially when you
Even
spend
though
that
I've
much.
never watched the show Supernatural, I'm not surprised, like I said.
I've seen like little clips of them like at like Comic-Cons and stuff, and they seem like they really get along, because there's actors that, work with somebody for so long and they can't fucking stand each other. But these two, you can tell that they actually genuinely get along like brothers.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Anyways.
So anyway, that's everything I got.
Oh.
Okay, Johnny, any questions?
You know what? Okay, so my question is, did this come out before the 2009 Friday 13th?
Yes,
Or was
it came out
literally
1 month before.
Okay, so Friday 13th was March.
No, it was February.
It's February.
Yeah, but they didn't drop this in February?
No.
They dropped it in
January
January.
19th.
January
16th.
Ah.
Was it 16th?
Well, I guess you got to get that extra little bit of money rake in there. I mean, okay, gentlemen, so here's a question. Between the Supernatural brothers doing the remakes, which one do you prefer?
This.
Yeah, probably this one.
Acting wise, yeah, this one.
Yeah. Yeah, acting wise, this one. But look wise, like, I mean, if you want to...
I mean,
I go with Friday the 13th.
I know Friday the 13th
look-wise.
09 is not perfect, but I still do enjoy it.
So do
Oh
I.
yeah, that's good.
I love the look of Jason, too.
You know what, though? I feel like this one doesn't teeter off as bad, though, for me as like Friday 13th does. Because like Friday 13th, you got me, title card, and then it starts like, me.
Not only... Well,
So
not only
like
that...
this one's just kind of like, this one's good the whole way. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing
The biggest complaint I had about the Friday the 13th remake was what it tried to remake 1, 2, and 3 at the same time.
That's exactly what I was just going to say, because that's exactly what the remake is.
Mm-hmm.
It literally told part 1 in 3 minutes, part 2 in 15 minutes, part 3 and 4 was the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
But I still do love that remake, but it's like you could have given me a little bit.
Honestly, you could have just gave me up to the title card and I would have been like, all right, fucking sold. That was awesome.
They should have done that.
Dude,
they should have done a prequel.
That was like the
opening
best.
scene was great.
Oh my God. That was like perfect. It was like a nice little yeah. And then it was just like after that, it was like, all right, now we got the rest of the movie. I was like, but I don't care anymore.
I don't care if these people die. I have no. I
got to be more douchebags now. God damn it, we just did this for 30 minutes.
Okay, so going back to talking about My Bloody Valentine, what I liked about this was they took the twist reveal and flipped it and made it the other guy.
They literally did flip
Right.
it.
Well, I mean, it was still. Well, wasn't Axel in the first one? He was still the owner's son, wasn't he? Or
No.
it was just his dad worked there.
TJ was the son. Axel was.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Axel,
sorry.
yeah. Axel was the
Okay.
killer in the first one.
Right. No, that. Yeah. Okay.
Well, you got to change it up a bit. Keep these people guessing, Maine. You can't just keep it the same and then expect people to come in troves and give you the dollar bills, y'all.
At least it
True.
At least it
But I
didn't
did figure
change
it
as
out.
much as the Black Christmas remake.
And you know what? You want to talk about some shit? You want to talk
Or
about
Pet
some real
Sematary.
questions? What was it? A visual trigger that triggered him to go full Harry Warden? Was it things that he saw?
Ooh. Or did he actually have Harry Warden's ghost in him?
That could
See, I didn't think about that until I watched it last night.
But he was in an insane asylum.
But wait.
Wait.
When Axel says Harry, I know you're in there, aren't you?
Right. That, and just throwing this out here, he did get Harry's blood all splattered on his face. Not saying that would do anything, but
there's nothing else that would allude to that in the film other than him asking. But maybe he was just like, but again, it's 2009. Maybe this cop is more aware of mental health that he's like, hey, this isn't this guy. Let's talk about our conversation we had earlier today.
What's that?
If you would have sent a social worker instead of Tom Atkins, this movie wouldn't have happened.
This is very true.
Okay, so is it the whole copycat killer versus possessed? This is Friday the 13th Part 5 all over.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. Yep. Yes, it would be.
Because was Roy just a copycat, or was he possessed by the spirit of? Because if you want to look at
now, I can't watch that movie and think.
Wait, possessed by who?
If was Roy the killer, was he just a copycat, or was he possessed by Jason? Because if you look at it after seeing Jason Goes to Hell, you're more inclined to think he was possessed.
And then that would explain a lot of the supernatural stuff that Roy was able to do that Jason did, like breaking through the door with your head.
Hey guys,
there's one problem there.
It's canon. It's not a problem. It's canon.
So then who? So then Roy bite his heart?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. Somebody puked in Roy's mouth.
Maybe he was possessed by Pamela.
Hey, at the end of the day, that movie's canon. At the end of the day, the movie's canon. Can't change it.
What do you mean? It was a parent mourning the loss of their child.
I go with more of that than anything.
I mean, you can, but I mean, now, it's a good conversation piece. Yes.
Good
theory.
We could spend a whole episode just talking about that and never reach a satisfying conclusion.
That's why we haven't touched those films. We're not going to touch those films for a while.
We love those movies too much.
Podcast per each movie.
Right?
No, we do.
Well, here's the thing. Patreon is you don't want to be just a Friday the 13th podcast. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You're so one thing.
You're so limited in scope and reach at that point. Yeah. So you don't want to be one of that. So we're just going to steer clear of that. And we're going to talk about other things and leave that for sidebar and sidebar only.
Yeah, because let's face it, if we didn't talk about other stuff, we would never have gotten to see Bev D.
True that.
Good old Bev D.
Or you wouldn't have been able to see the beautiful waterfall shots in Just Before Dawn.
No.
No, not at all. We could have watched the movie
I've only seen such.
In all fairness, those were very beautiful waterfalls.
Yes, they were.
I mean, that's like the shit that you get on your desktop when you're logging in the morning. You know what I mean?
Right?
Screensaver shit right there.
It's delicious.
Literally screensaver shit, right, TJ?
That's wonderful.
So, boys, let's talk about format, quality, and all that good shit. Did anybody get physical?
Let's get
physical.
Chad, right?
No, I watched it on HBO Max.
Yeah, buddy.
I have the 3D DVD version, and of course, I watch that shit on my TV.
There you
In
go.
3D or no 3D? No 3D?
Oh, 3D.
Oh, you did watch it in 3D.
3D. I watched it in 3D. I have the glass.
Very nice.
Yeah, Bobby. Thank you. I'm with Chad Daddy. I did the HBO Max.
Oh, it was beautiful quality too.
Yeah, it was. That was like
did you talk about the 4K?
Yeah.
Delish 4K.
Yeah. So Chad and I talked about earlier about maybe a possibility of a possible like 4K release of this film.
Mm-hmm.
And like in the future, and it being like so ahead of its time. Like think of how much more prettier that this film would be.
Yeah, because they literally wouldn't have to do anything to touch it up.
No, you wouldn't even have to.
What we're watching is just almost
a downgrade.
A downgrade.
Yeah, literally.
We haven't seen this film at its final form.
No, I'm assuming you watched it on your 4K TVs.
Yes.
So
no, because I still don't have a 4K TV.
Damn it, Chad! Wait.
It's
Stephanie,
in the works.
Get this man a 4K TV.
It's in the works.
Yeah. What's
going to happen within the next month or two, probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Go 85-inch, dude. Just fucking take up a whole wall.
I can't. I don't have the room for it.
At that point, you got to get like a fucking movie screen.
We literally don't have the room for something that size.
That's what she said.
Just put it on your ceiling, dude, and then just lay down all the time. Watch that.
No, because then I'll never be able to stay awake through a movie.
Oh no, yeah, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah. All right. Scoob, how'd you watch this, buddy?
I watched it on HBO Max.
Word.
When I got home last night from watching Lord of the Rings before I went to bed, I threw it on and watched it on HBO Max. So
I would also like to add that almost disappointingly, but maybe not so, this is the only thing I've watched on HBO Max so far, aside from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
so much good shit.
A shitload of Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh, dude,
I know, but I always keep drawing. I keep drawing myself back to Aqua Teens.
Besides WandaVision, dude, I've had actually on HBO like nonstop, man. Between the old Cartoon Network cartoons for my kid and like all the kaiju movies on there, dude. I started Rampage the other day, by the way.
Oh, but speaking of kaiju movies, just for the hell of it, I was looking through Tubi, and Destroy All Monsters is on Tubi.
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Shout out Comics and Kaiju boys.
Douche.
Oh, dude, Axel. Even if he does redeem himself, still
He cheated on his wife.
Dude.
Asshole.
Biggest douche ever.
Yeah, and his wife was a cutie.
And I like how he gives him shit throughout the movie, yet he's over here pumping the girl full of, baby gravy.
Right. I personally love the talk between him and Ackles and the when Ackles is at the police station and he's like, she settled for you. That's just the uber like knife in the side, right? Fucking there. Cause y'all know it, but the fact that he just called it out, it's just like perfect.
Yeah. I think what's more difficult is the next question, and that is favorite kill.
Ooh, I got to look through my list of kills.
I got
there were some good ones.
I'm gonna have to say Atkins kill, dude. Like I really wish I could.
That's what I was leaning to because of the
yeah, dude. Because I loved that they let it go for a little bit, the up in the jaw, and then they finally did the pop out.
Okay, whenever you see how they do the special effects for the little person who gets launched into the ceiling,
yes,
yeah, that's kind of I teetered towards that because I was like, that's pretty fucking cool.
Well, I was gonna say though that and the shovel kill were gonna be my honorable mentions.
Yeah, there's no CGI in launching somebody into a ceiling.
No. The fact that they were just like they didn't give a shit. They're like, yeah, little person.
I think
is that the same little person from Total Recall?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Could. Man, it does look kind of
Is that the girl that
I thought the same
voices
thing,
the lady in The Incredibles?
No.
I just heard they just CGI'd her for fucking Incredibles. Yes.
Let's look that up because I feel like it might be the same one because we're talking like 22 odd years later.
Yeah. Well, what is Recall? 87, 86?
I think 87.
90. It was 90.
Oh shit, you're right. 90? Yeah, it was.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a little bit later than I thought.
All right.
It's still almost 20 years.
Indeed.
For favorite kill, I actually would have to say that shovel kill. The shovel
I just wish there was. I wish they gave the practical body drop, but dude, still gnarly nonetheless.
Yeah.
Anytime they go through the mouth for the incision, not the neck, is just.
But my runner-up kill.
That's the second time we've seen that this year too.
Yes, it is. My runner-up kill would have to actually be the hospital massacre. Like literally any of those.
That hallway's fucked.
Yeah. I would agree, but I don't like to count like off-screen kills for that.
Well, no, I mean like any of the ones you saw, like.
Yeah, that was a good one too. The curb stomp into the pickaxe.
Oh, that was I was wondering. I don't know about
Faulty
you guys.
vibes.
I was thinking about Brody that whole scene.
Yeah,
I was just like, man, like, I wouldn't even be,
I could see Brody doing this.
Watching the movie. I would just be watching Brody watching the movie.
It's like that meme I shared in the group the other day. It was like all the drugs, the eyes, and then the bottom one said Fulci. It was bloody eyes.
I love that scene. That's from City of the Living Dead.
Yes,
classic.
So great.
All right, so
best scene.
Dude, I like the end scene where he's smashing the lights and it's flickering.
That was what I was going to because Brody mentioned it. I was thinking that even last night. I'm like, this is the best scene of the movie where he's smashing the lights and every time the light goes out, it's Harry Warden.
It's fucking rad.
I like that scene of the cinematography, but for me, I would have to say it had some The whole Harry Warden going into the hotel and just ripping the places apart, trying to get to them.
Dude, the hotel massacre, yeah.
Not only that, I mean, you just talked about it. The midget going to the fucking ceiling. Come on.
Well, here's the thing. When you take the film and you look at it from the perspective that it's this, what is it, Tom, not TJ this time. He gets triggered. He's just going about this plan, and every time we see Harry Warden, it's just this character, but he's reacting to something that he saw that triggered him to do this. In the kills with the girl and the dude, it's him seeing them having sex.
Yep.
Whenever he's downstairs and he kills the minor dude, it's because he sees the cage that triggers his thoughts of Harry Warden. Every time he kills somebody, it's because something happened that triggered a thought of Harry Warden or the situation that was present at the beginning of the film.
Was it the cage that triggered him, or just the fact that he almost got into a brawl with the guy the night before?
Well, the thing is, I want to say it was the cage because they made it a point to show that extra shot of him looking down that hallway.
That's true. They did.
And this film is carefully edited. So,
see, both films for each character that were the killer, both had triggers and both very similar, just literally swapped.
Right.
Because Axel in the first one, his father was killed by Harry. In this one, you know,
it was his friend.
Harry was shot in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
So literally just flip-flop it, and there you go.
If they did a better job protecting the twist, I think this film would be waves better.
Yes, because I figured it out. Just like Brody said, I figured it out like right away. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I get where you're going here.
I mean, was it? So
it was
probably
fairly obvious for me. It just was.
Right. See, I can't remember because this wasn't my first time watching it. So I'm trying to remember back to my first time. But it might be that scene in the cage where kind of start tying it together. I can't remember. See, like going into it already knowing, like it was just like, nah, you know, enjoyed the ride. But so let's see, where are we now, gentlemen? We are on.
Did the opening scene hook you in?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, Mind Massacre.
Mm-hmm.
They did the Halloween H2O opening.
Mm-hmm. It just in 3D.
In 3D.
You know what would probably have one of the best openings ever? Bride of Reanimator.
Oh.
Easily. The opening that Stuart Gordon did for that film. Yeah, that's great shit.
That was wonderful. Literally wonderful.
My dog's sitting outside my bedroom door whining because he wants in.
Oh,
dude, it is hilarious. Every time after the show ends, I open up that door. 2 seconds later, the dog is hauling ass back the hallway, running in and jumping on the bed.
He's like, I just want to see what's going on.
Oh, he's a nosy shit.
That's the exact scene that ruined it for me as well, DKB. So, guys, best tits, hottest girl, best
Do
dick.
we really have to answer that?
Hottest dick.
I mean,
kind of
for
a
me,
given.
it's Miss Irene.
I mean, honestly, dude, I'm gonna have to go with the other girl there, Axel's wife.
Oh, I do like her too.
I'll mute Chad while he's dealing with that. You good, Chad?
Yeah, just the I think Harper was at the door wanting me.
Stephanie, go get Harper.
Please.
Yeah, I wanted to say Axel's wife there. I can't think of her. What the fuck was her name?
Sarah.
Sarah, thank you.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have to say for best dick, it's a tie between generational gap. I mean, obviously you got to go Jensen with the younger, but how can you not say Atkins, dude?
I am 100% with you on all those picks.
Yeah, I'll
I
tell you what.
absolutely agree.
A couple shots of tequila and throw Tom Atkins some Blue Chews. He'd be a good time.
Yeah.
Right? He's a handsome
Johnny
man.
100%.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking A. So, guys,
I mean,
the score.
You know, the sad part is
It wasn't
I don't
terrible.
really remember too much of the score. Not to say it was
There was
bad,
really
but
nothing
it
memorable.
didn't stand out.
This is a part
Yeah.
of cinema. This is taken during a time where there wasn't that much emphasis put on that.
No, there wasn't.
Because it was all about the darkening. Right?
It was all about the darkening, baby.
Yep.
Lots
So-
of quick frames, very dark, a lot of blood.
It's got to be edgy, man. Thanks,
Right.
Eli Roth. Thank you. Best song? Can't tell.
I don't think there was any.
Couldn't
Hashtag
tell.
The
don't
Darkening.
know.
Hashtag.
You know, if they would have had a dance, that there would have been some music played.
Yeah,
Dude, you know
definitely.
I'm glad Bobby brought that up because that was something I never even thought about while watching it last night. Like how
I actually did last night.
And they
less
totally have
out-
an outdoor pavilion area that they totally could have had the dance at right by the bridge.
Yeah,
But, like-
right there in the waterfront.
Yep.
Like
the
I
fact that,
said,
like any of the
this-
set pieces could have been even just like decorated
Nice.
up more, like the store and shit, dude. Like I don't know.
Like I said, this is called My Bloody Valentine. The first one
Right.
had it everywhere, literally everywhere. This one, barely.
Yeah.
Now, you have to emphasize that. That's like if you had Halloween and no pumpkins, no leaves.
Right.
So what are you calling it?
At this point, you just might as well just call it Harry Warden.
Yeah.
Like,
Or you could have called it Warden and then it would have like, wait, what do you mean? And then tie that in to the story. Like,
You call it Warden, people are going to think it's a jail movie, though.
Yeah.
fair. Once again, could have made it a little better with just more Valentines, but as
Yeah.
we said,
I agree.
could
that
have
was
had some, but still a great movie.
Yeah.
so favorite character.
Tom Atkins. I'm not even, nope. Short in the movie, but Tom Atkins always delivers.
I think I'll go Jensen Ackles on this one.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Jensen Ackles also.
The old guy that punched Ackles in the face at the bar.
Oh, he had some torque behind him too.
That motherfucker was pissed. No, I'm gonna have to say Ackles, man. I'm always just I like him, dude.
Yeah, he was good. Well, yes, he was good
brother,
too.
anyways.
Yes.
I'm gonna make some people mad. No.
So I'll give it to Eccles too, but I'm putting Atkins in there too.
I mean, dude, Atkins is great, but they just didn't give him enough showtime and feel in this one. Like
Yeah,
they was there for like,
but still.
you want Tom Atkins?
Yeah, but I got enough Tom Atkins for it to be my favorite character as well. So
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Eccles and
Just wait till Night of the Creeps.
Oh,
Yes. Oh yeah.
I'm very
Johnny, you're gonna.
That is possibly Tom Atkins at his best.
It's such a great movie.
That's actually
it blows
he
my
said
mind that
that's
you
his
have not
favorite
seen it.
role ever.
I could believe it.
Listen, man. Sometimes we just, the great slip through the crack.
was it scary?
I think at
Suspenseful,
points
yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Give you a little startle.
I mean, I
plenty
guess
of
butthole
jump
pucker.
scares,
if you do not like squelching sounds, then yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Terrifying.
Okay, the part where the girl cop is sitting in the house, sitting in the car outside the house, and Tom Atkins comes up and taps on her window.
I
That
thought
scared
she
the
was
shit.
dead.
That scared the
Jump
shit out of Steph last night.
Because that's a
She's
good
seen
jump
it before, and
scare,
it scared the crap out of her.
Sound
Hey, man.
design.
Yep.
You want to watch The Strangers?
She just brought that up too.
See, that's the scariest part about the first Stranger as well.
I love the
Sound.
Strangers. Oh,
Yeah. Does it hold up today, guys? I want to say
TJ, you brought the Stranger. Sorry, that's one of the ones included in the Scream Factory sale.
I gotta get that.
I
gotta
need to
get
go
that.
check that out.
I have the out of print. Wait, is it? I thought it was out of print. No, I have the slipcover Scream Factory one. Yeah.
So where are we at, sirs?
Does it hold up today? The CGI does not hold up, but the story does.
movie does,
Very few movies the CGI holds up 10 years later. So,
except for Terminator 2.
oh, yeah.
It was done tastefully. Thank you, James Cameron.
Yeah, say
It was done the
That-
right way, I should say.
that,
Sure. Considering how much it
Jurassic
cost.
Park. Like, those was probably like the only two.
Yeah, remember those had $100 million budgets. We're looking at 14 for this.
Oh, I know.
And 4 of it was probably Jensen Ackles himself.
I personally think
Yeah.
I think it's probably would be better to watch it in 3D so that way it looks. I could be wrong, but you know what I mean. Like
That
that
might be right.
That's its
Cover up the
intended purpose.
It would cover up the shitty CGI right there.
Right. That's its intended purpose. So I think they would kind of like. Yeah, you're not going to get your full 4K, obviously, rocking the 3D glasses. Well,
when we do a
Yeah.
Gore and More live and we run out of theater, we'll make sure that's the theater that has real 3D and we'll show a 3D film then.
dude,
Let's do it.
that's not in the,
1983 Silent Madness.
if that's not in the week-long extravaganza for when your wedding goes down.
I don't want to know nothing.
Hey, if we're renting a theater, we'd probably rent it for the whole night, so we could do several 3D movies.
Yeah,
Hey, wait a minute.
Blood Hook would probably be cheap because it's trauma film. I mean, we could totally just go down the whole fucking list of sleaze, but that's for another time.
Just put on a porn film in there too. Really see some 3D.
Jesus Christ, Bobby. Bobby's the only one that shows up in an overcoat. Was this the wrong fucking date?
Is this the right place?
Here for the fucking party.
That's
you
Porn
Pee-wee.
and More. That's tomorrow.
Porn and More. I didn't realize we had a new show on Tuesdays.
Yo, if that was a show, Double Chin would be definitely jumping on that show.
Goddamn right.
Oh,
Porn and More Tuesdays.
the Gaijin would be all over that.
Yes, he would. Fucking A. Acting.
Not bad.
I thought the acting wasn't too bad.
It's pretty good.
Yep. Cinematography, nothing to write home about. Does its job. But I will say, one scene. When they show Atkins facing the heart.
Oh, yeah. I do like that shot.
The focus. Right, where the scene ends with him going out of focus and it's showing the heart again. Yeah,
and again, you have to praise the scene of the transition scene between Jensen Ackles and Harry every time the lights went out.
Yeah, that was really good too.
And anytime breaking lights is always a fun, scary scene.
That's a Harry Warden thing.
Oh yeah, what else?
Yeah, did they do that in the first one too?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when he was walking down the thing, he was breaking.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, in the first one, he was putting way more emphasis on it.
And we'll all unanimously agree on the next one. Premise.
Oh yeah,
love it. Great. Okay, so let's recycle, rewind, or remake.
NA since it's already remake, so we gotta.
I'm gonna revisit with new CGI.
Yeah, I'll revisit.
I was gonna say. I was gonna say what you said earlier. Redrop with 4K.
Yep. Yeah, use the 4K version as an excuse to bring in the cinematographer and Patrick Lussier and redo some color grading and maybe touch up some of that CGI. There you go.
I can agree with that. That is the only answer.
And
okay,
drop it in 3D.
So let's do a rating and let's start with Chad Daddy Supreme.
You know, I really, really have fun with this movie. I am going to go 4.2 on this.
Wow. All right.
And
it's very near and dear, like I said, and I really love it.
Bobby?
I'm actually going to go 4.5. Like I said, my little bit was the Valentine thing, but other than that, I still give a good praise.
Okay. Steve?
I'm going to give it a 4. It's a great movie. It's a fun movie. I loved it. Watching it in 3D is great also. And it is one of those ones that has really good, 3D if you can watch it in 3D. But it's not one of those ones that, I would watch, like get excited about watching, but it's a good solid flick. So I'll give it a 4.
Okay. Fluffmaster.
I'm going to go 3.8, buddy.
I'm going to give it a 4.
All right.
And we're going to divide that by 5. And that's 4.1.
Very nice.
That's actually a very fair rating.
It is.
Yeah. Brody was a little off this week. Usually he's pretty on. What did he give it? A 3.3?
Something like that.
I want to say that's pretty close to what we gave the first one too.
Again, this film is entertaining as fuck.
Yeah.
So
I know. I wish I looked up the score of the what we gave the first one last year. I want to say it was over a 4 though.
I have it here somewhere. Give me a second.
Yeah, let Chad Daddy pull that up. And we'll take this opportunity to talk about the next episode.
It was 4.4, gentlemen.
Oh, nice.
Fucking on point with our scoring system. Thank you,
Nice.
Jan.
Thank you.
Before
Jan.
that, though, I think we should talk about where we can get some sweet stuff, buddy.
Oh, yes. So, Johnny, you got that little mask there. You guys head on over to theprojectlouder.net and click on the merch tab. That will bring you to our TeePublic store, and that will bring you to a whole slew of designs, including the Project Louder design there you saw on the mask. You also have Comics and Kaiju's Give Me the Sauce t-shirt, an upcoming TJ Bowser Power Hour t-shirt, and a Ghoulies Unflushed, and amongst a ton of other ones. So go over there and support the network.
We got to send Cundy an actual Cundy shirt, dude.
Yo,
I think we should just do it.
We got to track
That'd
him
be
down.
great.
Wait for that season 2 trailer of Power Hour.
Okay. I'll be waiting impatiently with pants down.
I'm telling you, man. If you get Cundy, that we've made it. We made it.
But listen,
the top of
our
the
whole
mountain.
We win.
thing would be like That's it. We're done. We've come full
Game
circle.
over. We win.
Game over, man.
I need to have Jeff Goldblum, Chris Jericho.
Oh my god, dude! If you had fucking Goldblum,
I got a list. I got a list.
I would love to watch an interview between Mick and Goldblum, dude.
Oh my god!
Wow.
That would be a 2 to 3 hour show easily.
5.
No, 2 days. 2 days worth.
I just want TJ sitting in the back moderating. Be great.
Between the two of them, I don't think TJ would get a chance to talk.
Probably wouldn't, dude.
I don't even think any of us would have to ask questions. Just sit there and go like this.
So next episode
All right, guys,
will
just do
be
your
next episode will be a part of PodSwap 2021, which is a new initiative that we are doing in this year to kind of promote the other podcasts in the network. So the boys over at the Big Bad Beetle Bros will be hosting next week's episode of Gore N More. Don't know if it will be live, but it definitely will be up next Monday in some shape or form, and they will be reviewing Chad
Monster Squad, buddy.
Monster Squad.
Such a great
To which you can find on Prime right now if you're
Yes.
subscribed. So
Kick them in the nards.
Yes.
Wolfman.
And then we will be back with our normally scheduled programming the week after with
Oh, no, I got to look. I wasn't prepared for that.
I wasn't either. Hold on.
Neither was I.
You bastards. The schedule after Monster Squad is. Hold on while it boots up.
Oh yeah, where the fuck is?
Oh
this
shit,
dude?
I'm not on. That's sorry. I'll have to check on here. Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the
Oh
Woods.
no
That's
shit.
good. That is actually a very fun movie.
That is a
Bobby,
fun
wasn't it?
fucking movie.
That is a very fun movie.
Bobby, that was your pick, wasn't it, bud?
That's my
It
pick.
was.
Oh, that was
Oh,
your
no, that
pick.
was his. That's right.
Oh. Nice.
Okay,
I've only seen
awesome.
it once, so.
Well, I'd say that's it for this episode of
Wait. Do you want to announce what we will be reviewing for Comics and Couches? Give ourselves a little shameless plug and cross promotion.
Okay, so we will be on Comics and Kaijus within the next 2 weeks, reviewing Tremors.
Oh,
The big Johnny D's gonna have to pick another one.
I
on your list.
I already said what we could do.
We could, but it should really be John's decision.
True that.
We could talk after the show.
yes.
Fair enough. Okay, guys. So without further ado, that's it for this episode of the Gore N More podcast. This is your host with the motherfucking most, TJ Bowser. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, Chad Chrisman, saying, "See you next time, bitches."
This is Lord Scuba Steve telling you peace out, motherfuckers.
This is your Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D saying, "See you later, Gorehounds."
This is your killing machine, Bobby and Moan, saying, we'll kill you next week.
Hey, we went counterclockwise. Did you notice?
Yes, I did. That's why I told Steve to go. I was like, it'll make
Nice.
sense.
Nice.